Christmas, a time for family, friends, presents, and giving. Or for those of us that live in the southern hemisphere, a time for pain, suffering, and scorching hot heat. When most people think of Christmas, they always have a go-to Christmas movie, a movie they watch every holidays with their family, friends, or loved ones that just makes them feel right at home. This year, I joined a film club hosted by CJ's Galaxy called Diegesis, and we are talking about Christmas movies. That got me thinking about movies that I watched as a kid, and for me, that movie was Gremlins. Now, when most people think of Christmas movies, Gremlins probably isn't the first thing that comes to mind, but for me, it holds a lot of nostalgic charm and memories of my childhood. Now, because I am an amazing boyfriend, I also got my girlfriend to watch not just the first movie, but also the second movie with me. It was quite the journey. A lot of good, but also a lot bad. Gremlins really isn't your typical Christmas movie. It has a lot of charm, and it stands out on a lot of aspects, but it also falls flat in other places. Gremlins opens up with the inventor called Randall Belzer. While trying to peddle one of his inventions in Chinatown, he discovers an adorable little creature named Gizmo, and like a regular person he is, he decides to steal that creature. But before he does, he is given 3 rules. Do not feed him after midnight, do not get them wet, and do not expose them to sunlight. Now, because he immediately gives it to his son, you can obviously imagine what happens. Now, opening up the first half of this movie, it is, to be quite honest, completely dreadful. It is the longest start to a movie I've probably ever experienced. Gremlins don't really come in and aren't really like a plate until like towards the end of the movie. You're constantly building up to the moment which is Gremlins. There are a lot of issues with this movie, and even though it does make fun of that, it still happened. There are moments when characters are saying things that don't feel real. Now, the movie is quite dated. There are a lot of film references and movie references that a lot of people didn't get. Even the references that I thought would be easy to understand, I noticed my girlfriend struggling to understand what any of them are referring to. It really is made by people who do have a deep love for film. Honestly, that is probably my favorite part of the movie. Now, despite me not really enjoying the story, there is one thing that really stands out about Gremlins even today, and that is the puppet work and the special effects. It is absolutely astonishing. The puppets look really amazing, and although there are a lot of scenes that look honestly really corny, it still is really impressive, like the way the Gremlins look, the way they move, and like how the film was like made and shot. The story is honestly nothing special, and the characters leave a lot lacking by the end of the film. It really just feels like the film was trying to get to A to B. It just feels like a whole bunch of funny gag routines put in the middle, pace out time. But although the film isn't perfect, it still has like a lot of charm to it. But if I'm being honest, if you're looking for Gremlins movies, I would highly suggest you watch the second movie. Although the second one absolutely bombed in the box office, it is infinitely better than the first one. The second movie leans a lot more into slapstick humor and jokes that the first one did successful in. The second movie even mocks the first movie's inadequacies. And if you're looking for like the pinnacle of Gremlins like experience, the second movie probably is what you're looking for. In saying that, you probably wouldn't understand what a single thing is about or any of the references if you haven't seen the first movie. So I guess it's like kind of a double entendre. Yeah, but that's all for now. Goodbye.